This is the Padua Podcast Network.
Running a Fever, episode 296.
Shattering the Yo-Yo.
Reality, such a concept. Previously on Running a Fever.
There is no reality. Make your own reality. Question reality. Challenge it. Nothing in your future is reality until it happens. Nothing is impossible until it's been tried and tried again. I think that's what differentiates great and successful people from those who do not succeed. Persistence. They keep trying for things that it seems like they couldn't do. So here's a guideline that someone told me. Take your weight, divide it in two, your weight in pounds. So mine right now would be about 105, let's say. Drink that many ounces of water a day. Wouldn't be surprised if I had that much, but not much more than that if I do. So I think I probably, if I'm working out, I need more than that, but. So diet report, I'm eating light today because tomorrow morning I have breakfast with Tom and another guy. I'm going to somebody else's house for lunch. And we've talked about breakfast. It's not that difficult to get reasonably healthy breakfast. Even this place we're going, I can get oatmeal there. I can get, I think the last time I had oatmeal and 2 eggs or 1 egg and 2 sausage patties. So 260, 330, 430, it had butter in it, so let's just say 530. Oh, and another egg too, so 600 calories for that one. Not too bad for breakfast though. Maybe I just had 1 egg, so that was still under 600. It's not bad for breakfast because really I should do my heavier eating during the day, as early as possible. So today I'm eating light. Now you go to somebody's house, you have less control. I can control the amount I eat, but the choices of what to eat are usually more limited, so we will see how that goes. So I'm prepping for that, and also I've put on a few pounds more than I'd like to, so I need to eat a little lighter for the next few days and even off a little bit. I've been kind of shooting for 1,400 calories, and I still think that may work, but I'll shoot for 1,300 in the next few days. But tonight, it's probably I'm gonna wind up having 7 or 8 meals today because I'm counting. There's like an hour between the sausage I had at home and the oatmeal that I had at work. So I counted those as 2 meals. And then I'll probably have I might have some jerky after this before dinner, but it's late enough to be time for dinner by the time I get home.
So, welcome back to Shattering the Yo-Yo series. We took a break last week with the 100 Oldest People episode that we do every year, and now we're back in the groove of Shattering the Yo-Yo. This is the 32nd in our series, and we're talking about episode number 60. I like this episode. Anytime I hear good motivational encouragement, that's good. I like the idea of, challenging reality and not limiting myself and persisting. Hydration. I like the idea of having a goal, at least 8 ounces for each 16 pounds. For me, that's 17 servings. The dietitian told me to add more based on how much I think I need to lose, but I think 17 is a good intermediate goal. Now, like the other things, I think keeping track of my hydration will help me get the right amount. And it's real easy. It's not like tracking grams of carbs or something, it's water, it's ounces. At this time, in the series, in the show, in this episode, I was able to have 1,300 to 1,400 calories, and that's not too bad. Coach, latest update. I got back from vacation and 283 pounds. I rode the stationary bike for 5 minutes, and I did 1 set of curls with the 15-pound dumbbells. It was a cheat week. That's how I treat my vacations. I probably need a better, state of mind about this stuff because doing acting healthy is not it shouldn't be a burden. It should be a good thing that feels good, and it is. And a cheat week sometimes makes me feel not so good. This was pretty bad diet-wise. Sometime the second day, I started feeling bad physically, a little nauseous and not wanting to eat from most of the selection of foods I had brought to the cabin. I think it might have been the caffeine. I didn't bring any non-caffeinated drinks, and I didn't want to drink the water there. I've gotten too used to the filtered water I get at work and at home. Stress-wise, it was pretty good. Most of the time, the only sound was either wind or crickets. Beautiful views, of course, clean air. I silenced my phone and just, checked messages once per day in case of, some kind of emergency. And I got pretty good sleep, too. I was back at one of my favorite places, Mount Nebo State Park. I was in the same cabin as last time. There are 2 episodes about my first visit there back in 2019, episodes 155 and 156, which, of course, you can get at runningafever.com/155 and runningafever.com/156. 155 has video of the park, and I'll link to the video in the show notes for this episode, which will be at runningafever.com/296. What I learned is that there is another reason to limit cheat meals. In moderation, they offer a way to satisfy cravings without a descent into complete relapse and a return to old habits. The good habits stay intact. You're just taking a little short break. We know that once I developed those good eating habits, the old ones were just not that attractive anymore. And when I aim for overdoing it like I did last week, it's just an unpleasant experience. Moderation and consistently healthy living feels good. In my first cabin stay at a state park, I didn't eat great, but I think that was balanced with some of the more healthy activities, like hiking every day and working on my fiction writing projects. This time I didn't do those things. I still have pain in my feet when walking, and I still have a limp. No excuse for not writing, except that I've just gotten out of that habit. I did read quite a bit, and I'm just about on track for finishing my goal of reading 100 books this year. On the reading thing, this is one of the good habits, but reading 100 books a year, for me, is too much while holding down a full-time job that doesn't involve a lot of book reading. I wind up reading a lot of books that are easier to read. Nothing wrong with that in moderation, but it's kind of like watching too much TV the way I'm doing it now. So I'm lowering my goal for next year. I think I'll try 75 like I did in 2020. Another missed opportunity was taking advantage of an ideal environment for meditation. I went outside and enjoyed nature from my back deck and even hiked a small bit. But when I sat on the deck, I was reading, not really, meditating and just kind of sitting in silence. I don't have that kind of peace and quiet back in my regular world. But I'm thinking of taking some more trips like this throughout the year. Long weekends. You have to book these cabins way in advance, and once my feet heal, I can make hiking trips to nearby parks like Devil's Den. For the first time in 5 years, I'm missing my annual trip to the top of the Yellow Rock Trail with my buddy Robert. I don't plan to miss that again. Definitely going to hit that next year. So, until next time, if you got the fever, keep it. If you don't, catch it, and I will talk to you next time on Running a Fever.